Hi, I'm Danica. I'm an artist who works part-time, and I've done quite a few commissions over the years. I want to tell you a little bit about what I learned, especially when it comes to talking about money. First, you'll hear from my art commission client, Jim Riley. He's a friend, and also this is his first time commissioning an art piece.
I try not to stare at it too much because I like to come back to it every once in a while and find things I haven't seen before. When we first started the process, I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm working with a professional, just like with anything else. As someone who's commissioning a painting, you need to understand that good art comes with a price, right? And you're asking a professional to do a professional job, and you're not just paying for the canvas and the paint, you're paying for the time, the expertise, the years of training experience. And when you kind of break all that down and you think about what you're getting, like the price isn't near as daunting as it originally seems, and a lot of time and effort and love goes into the piece. So understanding that as the client is incredibly important.
If your client doesn't value you like that, then chances are they're not going to be very fun to work with. There's a few mistakes to avoid when it comes to taking art commissions. My biggest tip is that you shouldn't be too desperate for money that you say yes to every single commission. Money doesn't weigh the same when there's a commission that's like pulling teeth and one that's so much more fun. I have a whole template for things to ask, things about like content, lighting, size, medium, do they have any resource photos, do they have a timeline, and do they have a budget? Make sure your yes is wise and informed before you go ahead and start with that commission. When it comes to price, don't say no for them. The total value of your painting is what your client is willing to pay, plus the price that you set for it. And that's a very gray number to figure out.
For the artist coming back and talking to the client and talking about price and things, I think it's important for the artist to have those standards and say, yeah, my time is worth something. Because if your time is not worth something, then why am I going to in the first place?
Research ahead of time how much your painting should be priced according to artists in your similar location, style, size as well. Research ahead of time and take tips from these artists, modifying with what you also feel good with. I calculate prices based on a system that I calculated with my husband, who knows numbers way better than I. So based on the medium and the level of detail and the size, I can tell a client how much each option will cost. And that gives them a better range of options that will fit their budget and what they're wanting to have in their home or office. This price per square inch technique helps me set aside emotions when I know somebody or I know their financial situation, and helps me objectively see and ask for a price that is valuable to what I'm offering them. If you want to give a friend discount, you can then say, this is what it usually costs, but for you, I will discount it by this much. That way they know the full value of your work and your piece, and they can appreciate what you've done for them even more. And then if they come back later on, they might be in a different financial situation that they can handle your full value. Don't do work for free. Set yourself up to be paid. This is especially hard because most likely if you're starting with art commissions, we're starting with people you know. So you might be tempted to cut corners by just having verbal conversations or text conversations to set your boundaries when it comes to money. Don't do this. Set yourself up to be paid.
When you're discussing with friends or acquaintances, people you've known for a while, and it comes up, oh, you're an artist, hey, do something for me. You almost have to flip a switch and realize the professional part of it is important as well, and maintaining your professional standard and having a very frank conversation with, like, I'm happy to work with you, but you need to understand that this is my profession, this is what I do. If you're transparent about those things, I think people will respond to them, and sometimes you just have to walk away.
If you don't have the appropriate boundaries, it'll be really hard to get that money, and it might cause a friction in your relationship with that person, or just plain tension, and that's just not fun.
Danica did a great job with my piece and laid it out right up front. This is how much it's going to cost. I fully went to it with my eyes open, knowing exactly what I was paying for, and I think that made it a lot easier.
Set yourself up to be paid. I'll show you how in the next video to make sure that all of the discussions are done for you and set apart so that you don't have to pursue anybody or text everyone awkwardly to ask for money. I made a simple editable Canva template that you can download and use for your own business. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more helpful videos like this one.